Even though my quality might be absolutely shocking in this match preview, Chelsea has shown qualities lately in terms of performances and results that we have picked up before we're going to face now Liverpool in the Carabao Cup at Wembley. And that, of course, going to help us having more confidence and a better team cohesion ahead of this final. And we so far in this Carabao Cup journey, we have had it difficult despite us facing teams from the lower leagues. In the second round, we faced Wimbledon. We beat them narrowly 2-1 victory. After that, we had Brighton. We won 1-0 against. We got a 2-0 win over Blackburn, a penalty victory in the quarterfinals over Newcastle. And then we had Middlesbrough, who managed to pull off a crazy performance, a win against us 1-0 in that first leg. But we took the matters and won 6-1 in that second leg at the bridge, and that sent us through to the final, which I think is deserved and full credit to the boys. And in a final, anything can literally happen. And many people are going to talk about the injury crisis Liverpool has, but I believe they still have so much quality in their squad depth that it won't be too much of a problem for them. They got players that knows Klopp's system and tactical way of playing. They still got world class players in Robertson, Van Dijk, Salah. We know what these guys are about. They can make a difference in a game, either by putting up a really good defensive performance or a Salah that can just score out of nowhere, even if he would have a silent game for the most part of the game. So we have to believe in our mindset that it's still Liverpool we are facing. We cannot look into the injuries and think it's going to be easier. And some people also taking up our history in terms of finals. And of course, it gets me sad thinking about how many finals we lost at Wembley in these last years. But this has often been on penalties or for some sort of referee shocking decisions that has gone in the opposition team's favor. But we have to remove all of those thoughts. We need to not look at the history because what has happened. We need to focus at this final against this Liverpool side and do the very best we can. And if we're going to have a chance, we need to have the best performance of this season. Every player needs to continue raising their levels, and we cannot switch off for a single minute because that can be enough for Liverpool to punish you and get the victory and lift the trophy. And I actually have my belief ahead of this final that we can win this because we have seen that Pochettino make tactical changes in terms of playing players in the right position. I think we're also looking better in terms of when we're hitting opponents on the counter attacks, which we did against Manchester City. I think it suits our team overall better. We got a lot of pace, a lot of players that are good getting through the press and hit opposition on counters. And we have also looked better in terms of defending. I think our press looked good against Manchester City. Pochettino also managed to find a way to play through City's press. So I think our build-up play is looking better as well. And that, of course, is going to help us against Liverpool, who likes to play press up high as well, since we know Klopp uses this gegen press. Um, and then, of course, what has to then get better is the end product. Sterling, Jackson had amazing chances against the City, and I feel like they could have taken some more of them. Sterling got on himself a goal, but I feel like we could have got at least a couple of more goals if they just had that composure in the final third. So that's why I want to get into my predicted lineup now, how I'm thinking, how we going to play and start versus Liverpool in this final. So I'm going with this 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 hybrid with Petrovic in goal, continuing. There's no doubt, like he has to start. There has been some speculations that Sanchez might be playing, but why would you remove a goalkeeper that has barely set a foot wrong? That's why I'm starting Petrovic. As my centre back pairing, I'm going with Axel Disasi and Levi Colwill. We have found now a centre back partnership that works really well together, and they had an incredible game. In my point of view, Disasi was the man of the match against Manchester City, and hopefully they can continue this now. And it will be the team overall will feel a bit more confident and secure when they know that we have found the right type of center backs to stick with. Colby is also left-footed, which helps you finding other passing angles in the build-up play. And as the fullbacks, I'm going with Malagusto, Ben Chilwell. Malagusto had an incredible game versus City too, and also could be in the contention for a man of the match. But yeah, I like Gusto so far. He's so well rounded, blistering pace, can bomb up and down the whole game. His defensive side of the game has gotten better too. So he starts there for me in the pivot, in the midfield. I'm going with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. There is no questions about it. I thought Caicedo has had better games now lately. City game was better than previous games. Of course, sometimes he loses possession, can give away stupid fouls, but I thought that was much better against City. So I'm confident in Casino ahead of this game. Enzo Fernandez has been looking better and better as well. He can also go forward as an 8 and contribute in the final third. So he is more like a segundo volante, box to box midfielder in that aspect. And then we got Conor Gallagher or as the right 8 or as that sort of makeshifting 10 that can help in the press and also arrive in the opposition's box to maybe get himself a shot on goal or make that final pass to find a player who will get an opportunity. And as my wingers, I'm going to have Cole Palmer as the right winger, Raheem the Dream Sterling as my left winger because Sterling scored a goal against City, which means his confidence will be boosted and he will be a winger that can help out Chilwell defensively. Palmer has to help out Gusto defensively too because Liverpool has such a dangerous wingers that you can't leave your fullbacks all alone against them, especially not against Mohamed Salah. And Palmer, probably our best player of the season, has he will be in contention to be the Chelsea player of the season. Using him as a right winger, I think you get the most out of him because he can be more creative out there on the wing and he can also cut inside if he wants to. Now the question is though, who is going to be our striker? I get the arguments for that Jackson should be starting. I think Jackson is looking better too. His build-up play, getting out of the press, how he dribbled past players, and the assist he made to Sterling against City was brilliant too. But I feel Nkunku can do the same stuff as Jackson do. Just that Nkunku has the X factor and end product in him. Nkunku is an elite player, an elite attacker. Like what he has done in Bundesliga and previous season is absolutely incredible. He's been like the Bundesliga player of the season 2 years in a row, getting player of the month, man of the matches, one after each other, scoring so many goals and assists. I would start Nkunku as my striker because I feel like if he would get the chances Jackson and Sterling did against City, he will at least have got himself a brace. And if you're playing a final and your best attacker is available, I would put him into the starting 11. And of course, if he wouldn't have a good game, then you bring on Jackson later in the second half. But I just feel that I can't leave Nkunku out when he got the qualities he got. Like he can also be a player that is silent for a long part of the game, but he just need that one moment of brilliance to make the difference. So that's what I would do in terms of my score prediction. It's not easy, but I think it's gonna be a game that will go back and forth. We're gonna see a couple of goals. I guess it's going to be 2-2 at full time, and it will be decided on penalties. And Pochettino mentioned in his press conference that we repeatedly, week after week, on a regular basis, training on shooting penalties, which make me more confident that we have a chance of winning them. So I think we're going to win and lift the Carabao Cup trophy after we have beaten Liverpool on penalties. And then we can claim this has been Chelsea's road to glory, road to the Carabao Cup trophy. What you gonna say? I lost my words there completely, but I'm very excited before the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, how you feel in terms of my lineup. Would you start Nkunku? Would you feel like you want to start Jackson? And let me know your score prediction in the comments down below. But I feel like Nkunku has to return to the lineup in the final. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys.